In the animal world, the main task is the struggle for survival. Predators roam in search of prey, easy prey falls very rarely, and you have to fight, risking your life, because any even not a large animal has in its arsenal some kind of weapon, fangs, horns, or claws, and will use it with all its might in the fight for its life. We present to your attention another selection of the most epic animal battles captured on camera. Here is a great example that the victim is not always in a losing situation. The cougar crept up to the guanaco, which was peacefully grazing, attacked, but the attack was not successful. There was not enough strength to keep the obstinate victim. Some birds have excellent hunting skills. For example, herons are able to catch the slightest rustle in thick grass and pinpoint its source. This heron caught a fat chipmunk. Magpies, like all corvids, love to pull anyone by the tail. The snake at first tried to snap, but then did not find anything better than to rush to crawl away from the annoying bird. And here the magpies started their game with the ermine. But this beast is not so simple, and it was not possible to pull its tail. The ermine tried to grab annoying birds over and over again, and it is worth recognizing that the magpies were very lucky, otherwise they could lose their lives. In these frames, you can see how jackals hunt birds that, exhausted by thirst, sit down near the water and do not notice the mortal threat. The hunt of predators for a warthog is always exciting, but not an easy task. A wild boar has many defense techniques in its arsenal. Here, for example, a warthog ran to the swamp, hid the most vulnerable spot in the mud and set to defense. The hyena-like dogs did not dare to fight on the slippery quicksand, and fearing to be injured by the sharp fangs of the warthog, they left him alone. Next, from hot Africa, we will move to Alaska, where harsh brown bears rule, which often arrange spectacular battles for leadership and territory. After a short struggle, one of the bears is on his back, which means that he will have to leave this area. In these frames, a leopard with an antelope carcass thought to hide in the rocks and have a bite to eat, but his plans were not destined to happen, as a lioness was already waiting for him there, having taken away the prey. And in these shots, safari tourists managed to capture the epic jump of a leopard on a deer. The life path of the turtles begins with a dizzying race for life. Their first goal, getting out of the sand, is to run to the water, which is very difficult to do. At this stage, a feast begins at the crabs, which greatly complicate the task of the turtles, and many die before reaching the water. Leopards are solitary hunters. They gather in small groups only during the breeding season. At the rest of the time they go around their hunting grounds and drive out uninvited guests. And here the leopard got into a very unpleasant situation. Somehow he was surrounded by 3 lionesses, who were in no hurry to attack him. Then the lion intervened in the matter, which, as it turned out, was completely unhappy with the lionesses. Further, the hunt of a group of lions for a buffalo that had strayed from the herd. At first the buffalo tried to appear formidable and chased the lions, but as it turned out, it only fueled their hunting excitement, and the lions were waiting for the right moment to attack together. Once the buffalo is on its back, its hooves and horns no longer pose a threat to the lions. The confrontation between lions and buffaloes is perhaps the most spectacular in the hot savanna, and both of them try to stay in groups. The buffaloes unite in a friendly herd in the center, hide their calves and give a worthy rebuff to the lions. In this video, the mother and calf strayed from the herd, which the lions immediately took advantage of. And here the family of rhinos approached a herd of buffaloes. One of the bulls decided to measure his strength with a rhinoceros, and quickly realized his insignificance in comparison with this giant. Other bulls did not even dare to approach, watching from the side. Warthogs also often form groups and, in case of danger, protect their piglets. Here, the boars with their offspring lost all vigilance and did not see the threat in the slowly creeping crocodile. As a result, they lost a couple of piglets, which the reptile managed to grab. Next, we dilute these harsh confrontations with funny shots. The cat watches with curiosity a squirrel gnawing a nut and thinks that he is a stern hunter. But the situation radically changes its scenario. The squirrel turned out to be not from a timid dozen and has long learned to distinguish such domestic cats from dangerous cats. Well, at the end of the footage of the amazing cooperation between warthogs and mongooses, someone calls it friendship, but in fact both warthogs and mongooses have found profitable moments for themselves. Warthogs get rid of parasites by visiting mongoose beauty salons, and mongooses look for tasty mites and other various parasites that annoy boars on their skin. Friends, support the video with likes. Write your comments which confrontation from this video surprised you the most, and we went to prepare a new episode of Animal Battles for you.